Pigglesworth, would you like an egg? Huh? Boys are up and at 'em and hungry. One of the things that is very unfortunate is we have lost our Millie. I don't know what happened to her, but these guys are the only cats we have right now. We had our Millie cat for a year and a half, and these guys are the only ones. They stay close to the house though, and Millie was running off into the woods and doing crazy stuff and going after animals and stuff like that. And so we lost our Millie kitty, and I'm very so sad about that because I love that darn cat. These guys don't do silly stuff like that, huh? Hopefully, yeah. Our super friendly kitties. Piggy pigs, I know you guys want to eat, huh? Okay, let's get you fed. Go and get this water filled up at our well. One of the things I try to do is not waste any trips. So as I'm coming back this way, I go ahead and grab the chicken food because the chickens still need being fed, and then I will open up the well, put on the hose, run over, turn on the well, because we've been keeping it off during the winter season so it doesn't break. So that's one thing that you guys want to do on a homestead, is just to make things as efficient as possible. The chicken food. I swear in the spring the ducks lay 2 eggs a day. To grab the eggs before I have to go turn on the well, because we keep it off during the winter. Kitty, kitty. And of course, Ozzy wants a couple treats, don't you, Ozzy? need to make something with eggs for dinner tonight. Okay, well on. Ozzy? There you go, buddy. It's running into there. I can hear it, so that's good. That takes about 20-30 minutes. That's good. Excuse the hair. I have morning hair this morning. I need to check the water situation. They need water. Got a bucket over here. That's probably why they are out. And did you see that rain catchment, guys? This is a natural, just a container hanging out in the yard, and because we had several inches of rain, we got free water. So filling up their water. Water's the best, huh, Ozzy? Rainwater's the best. Yeah. What are you doing? You're gonna end up in that water. You're gonna end up in that water. Kurt joined us. I have a feeling that those guys are brothers because they have the same kind of pattern, even though I don't know this for sure, you know, but they've both got white patches on them, and they're both white and gray with stripes. Picklesworth, would you like an egg? Huh? Yeah. There you go. Well, yeah, that was good. You ate the whole thing this time. I don't have any more eggs for you guys. I'm just coming here to get my little wagon. And so yesterday I trimmed the rose bushes back. Even though I think we're gonna have one more big frost or one more big freeze. It's looking like 20 next week. So that's not any fun. So I need to pick up these rose clippings. So I need to get some gloves on and do that. All the tulips and stuff coming up here in the homestead. Some daffodils. I'm doing that. Still got water filling up in that tank out there. Coming over here to see if I can hear it running out anymore. And it still is. So it will run until it's done pushing out that water because the faucet's still on there. Okay, now it's done. So as I walk over to the well, I wind this up, disconnect it. I keep the well on the spigot, so I make sure I drain out all the water out of because it's gonna freeze again. Disconnect this. kitty. You think they're getting used to the farm life? Yeah. You silly cats. Okay, I'm gonna start this thing up. You guys are gonna freak out. Yeah, you guys are gonna freak out. Huh, Kurt? Yeah, you're gonna freak out. Okay, buddies. Oh, he sees me getting in here and he knows he's gotta get down. What are you doing, Kurt? There we go. Both of them down. I don't know where Ozzy is. One cat. Where's Ozzy? Get down. Get down. Get down. There he goes. He was still up there. My goodness, that silly cat. There, handsome boy. Hi there, handsome boy. Yeah. Oh. Boy, don't cough. Don't you start coughing. You guys think I got treats for you. Nope. Not this time. Not this time. Yeah. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hi, Mama. I don't have any more treats for you. I'm just coming to say hi. Just coming to say hi. Hi, Mama. Look how big your babies are. Look how big your babies are, Mama. They're huge. These are both ladies, so these two, so you can see the difference. I mean, she's standing a little higher on the hill, but yeah. And this is a young male. This is our young male right here, yeah. Yeah, that looks just like that young lady, huh? Sourdough starter. Active sourdough starter. Active, my starter is floating and really nice and bubbly. Just like so. And I'm going to mix that all together. There's all our flour. We have 260 grams of wheat berries, freshly milled, and then 160 grams of bread flour. And so I'm gonna mix that into our bowl. You can see the bread flour there on the bottom. And once I get that mixed, guys, I'm gonna let it auto-lease. Might have to add some more flour. Let it auto-lease. You can see how it looks there, and it's going to soak in because of the wheat berries. It's going to soak in that flour. I did add a little extra butter to this recipe, so and this recipe does not call for bread flour. So I'm adding the bread flour just because we like the taste of it better. So basically I'm making this recipe my own. So I'll share it. Needs more flour. I will give it more of the bread flour. And I'll add our salt at that point. You don't want to forget salt because that really balances out your flavors, brings everything together. It's really important. But we only need 9 grams of salt And so I'll add that a little bit later. You want to add that after it's auto lease because it just makes it better. The salt being in there before the auto release, before the flour absorbs all the water, can mess up the absorption of the water. So we'll wait on that and then get that done. After washing my hands, I'm coming in here and I'm looking at our auto lease. The flour seems to be okay. It's nice and wet, so I'm going to go ahead. I think it's going to come together, and that's okay that it's wet like that. So it's just a higher hydration. So you saw that I could do that. So since I can form it, I'm going to go ahead and put my 9 grams of salt in here now. Looks real rough. I'm going to let it sit again for about another 20 minutes, and then we're going to start working with it.
Oh, Norman, you're so cute when you sit like that. Yes, you're so cute.
Got some bubbling happening. I'll show you guys a little closer. See there? Beautiful. Okay. So got this shaped, put it in my baking dish. This is a loaf. And then I just turned on the oven before I shaped it to 400 degrees. Pinch those ends really
while
good.
the oven was heating up, this loaf rose up to double, and then I stuck it in the oven and baked it for 35 minutes. My container has a top, so I let it bake for 10 minutes with its top on, and then I took that off.
Guys, so I will leave the recipe below because I was playing with it. It was a recipe that that was in a book, but I always play with the recipes and make them my own, so I leave you my version of this recipe. We'll crack it open later and you guys will see it and we'll see how it tastes. What it looks like inside. Nice and soft, which is nice. How is it?
Good.
Really good?